You likely checked your child's screen habits 3 times today while pretending not to. That quiet anxiety is slowly reshaping your relationship, turning you into a warden instead of a parent. Most parenting advice tells you to just take the phone away, but that completely misses the actual root of the problem. By the end of this, you will have a quiet, invisible safety net running in the background, giving you your peaceful evenings back. Let us talk about that moment you finally decide enough is enough. You are sitting on the couch. The house is finally quiet, but your mind is racing. You know they are upstairs, supposedly asleep, but you can see that faint, bluish glow slipping out from under their bedroom door. You walk up the stairs, open the door, and there it is. The phone. The tablet. Whatever the device is, it has hijacked their attention, and honestly, it feels like it has hijacked your peace of mind too. You realize that yelling, negotiating, and physically confiscating devices is no longer working. You need a system. You need a digital safety net that works even when you are not in the same room. So, you pull out your own phone and you start looking for a solution. You find a comprehensive monitoring application and you hit download. This is the very first physical step, but it is also a massive psychological shift. You are moving from reactive parenting to proactive parenting. You are no longer waiting for the meltdown to happen. You are building the guardrails before the car even starts. But there was one real problem most parents hit right at this exact stage. They install it on their own device. They look at the dashboard, and they feel completely overwhelmed by the sheer number of toggles, sliders, and settings. It looks like the control panel for an airplane, and suddenly, setting up a simple boundary feels like you need an information technology degree. Here is how we simplify that. The next step is pairing the application to your child's device. This is where the actual technical magic happens. You will generate a unique pairing code on your phone, and then you will physically hand their device to them, or do it yourself and type that code in. It takes about 30 seconds. But I want you to picture this. Do not just silently hand them the phone and walk away. This is a critical relationship moment. When you sit down and enter that code together, you are demystifying the process. You are showing them that this is not some secret spy software you installed in the middle of the night. It is a transparent family tool. What happened next surprised even me, and it completely changed how I viewed the whole process. When I stopped treating the installation like a covert operation and started treating it like setting up a new family appliance, the resistance completely vanished. My kids did not feel tracked. They felt protected. They understood that just like we have seatbelts in the car and locks on the front door, we have digital guardrails on our phones. Once that code is entered and the devices are linked, you will see their device pop up on your dashboard. That is the moment you take your first deep breath. The bridge is built. Now we get to configure it. But that is only part of the story, because the real magic happens when you open the screen time settings. This is the feature most parents get completely backwards. The instinct is to look at how many hours your child is currently spending on their phone, get terrified, and immediately slash that number in half. If they're on for 6 hours a day, you set the limit to 3. And then you wonder why there is a massive, tearful argument in the kitchen the very next afternoon. Think about what would happen if you tried to cut your own coffee intake from 6 cups a day to 0. You would be miserable, irritable, and completely unfunctional. Kids experience digital withdrawal the exact same way. The secret to configuring screen time successfully is the gradual reduction and the strategic blocking. First, you set up the bedtime schedule. This is non-negotiable. You set the device to lock completely at a specific time, say 8:30 in the evening, and unlock at 7 in the morning. You do this because sleep is the foundation of everything. When their brain is bathed in blue light at midnight, their emotional regulation the next day is completely compromised. By automating the bedtime lock, you remove yourself from the equation. You are no longer the bad guy telling them to get off. The phone simply goes to sleep. After the bedtime schedule is locked in, you move to app limits. Here is where you get granular. You do not just limit the whole phone, you limit the specific apps that are designed to be addictive. Social media feeds and infinite scroll games get a strict daily allowance, maybe 45 minutes. But here is the trick that changes everything. You leave educational apps, audiobooks, and creative tools completely unrestricted. You are not punishing them for using technology. You are guiding them toward the right kind of technology. When they realize they can still read, draw, or listen to music as much as they want, but the mindless scrolling has a boundary, they start self-regulating. They actually start choosing the better apps because the fun ones run out. If you want calmer, more confident parenting in a screen-filled world, sticking around is probably the simplest way to stay one step ahead of what your kids are facing. So subscribing is the easiest way to keep these practical ideas coming. Now here is where it gets interesting. We have secured their time, but we also need to secure their physical space. This brings us to location alerts and safe zones. I know the word tracking can feel heavy. It feels invasive. But I want you to reframe this entirely. You are not tracking them to catch them doing something wrong. You are tracking them to give yourself the gift of peace of mind and to give them the freedom to explore safely. When you open the location settings in the app, you will see a map. The first thing you do is set up your geofences. These are your safe zones. You drop a pin on your house, your child's school, and maybe the local park or the house of their best friend. You set the radius to about 200 meters. Then you turn on the entry and exit alerts. Imagine this. It is 3:15 in the afternoon. You are at work or you are just in the other room folding laundry. In the past, your mind would start racing. Did they get off the bus? Did they go straight home? Are they walking alone? Now, your phone gently buzzes in your pocket. You glance at it and you see the notification that your child has entered the home zone. Your shoulders physically drop. Your nervous system settles. You did not have to send that anxious text message asking where they are. They did not have to feel like they were being interrogated. The app did the heavy lifting. And if they do not enter the home zone, if they go to a friend's house instead, the app alerts you that they entered a different zone or that they are lingering somewhere unexpected. This gives you the perfect, calm opening to call them. Not to yell, but to say, "Hey, the app shows you are not at home yet. Everything okay?" It keeps the communication open and it keeps them safe without you having to hover over them physically. Navigating these digital boundaries can feel like walking a tightrope, especially when you are trying to balance safety with their growing independence. If you are looking for more concrete strategies to handle screen time battles, online safety, and raising resilient kids, I put together a free sample chapter of my Parenting in the Digital Age guide. It breaks down the exact conversations to have and the boundaries to set without the constant conflict. You can grab that free chapter linked right in the description below. It is a game changer for finding that middle ground. But there is one crucial phase of this setup that almost no one prepares you for. The first week. You have installed the app, you have paired the devices, you have set the screen time limits, and you have drawn the geofences. You feel great. You feel in control. And then, the pushback starts. They will test the boundaries. They will ask why their favorite game stopped working at 4:30. They will complain that the phone locked too early. They might even try to figure out how to bypass the system. Most parents never notice this, but this pushback is actually a massive green light. It means the system is working. It means the boundaries are real. This is where you have to hold the line with warmth, not anger. When they complain about the screen time limit, you do not apologize and you do not get mad. You just empathize. You say, "I know it is frustrating when the timer goes off. I hate it when my favorite show gets cut off too." But those are the rules we set to make sure you have time for other things. You let the app be the bad guy. The app is just a tool. It is neutral. It is not mom or dad being mean. It is just the system we all agreed on. And here is the beautiful part. After about 2 weeks of holding this line, something magical happens. The complaining stops. They stop fighting the boundary because they realize it is immovable. And more importantly, they start filling that newly freed up time with other things. They start reading again. They start coming out to the living room to talk to you. They start riding their bike. The app did not steal their childhood. It gave it back to them. As you get more comfortable with the dashboard, you will start to notice patterns you never saw before. You will see that their screen time spikes on Tuesdays because they have a gap between school and their activity. You will see that they use their phone the most right when they walk in the door from school. This data is incredibly valuable. It allows you to tweak the settings to fit their actual life, rather than just applying a generic rule. Maybe you create a specific focus mode for homework hours that blocks all social media but leaves the calculator and dictionary apps open. Maybe you adjust the bedtime lock on the weekends to be an hour later, showing them that you recognize their growing maturity and that privileges can be earned. This is where the tool transitions from being a strict monitor to being a coaching device. You are teaching them how to manage their own attention in a world that is desperately trying to steal it. Think about what would happen if you slowly started giving them more control over these settings as they get older. When they turn 14 or 15, you can sit down with them and say, "You have shown me you can handle your screen time responsibly during the week. Let us adjust the weekend limits together." You let them propose the new boundaries. You guide them. You are slowly handing over the steering wheel. Because the ultimate goal of any monitoring application is not to control them forever. The goal is to teach them how to control themselves before they leave your house. We spend so much time worrying about the damage technology is doing to our kids, and that worry is completely valid. The algorithms are designed to be addictive. The content is not always safe, but we cannot parent from a place of pure fear. We have to parent from a place of empowered action. Setting up this digital safety net is not about giving up on our kids. It is about loving them enough to protect their developing brains, their sleep, and their real-world connections. It is about giving yourself the grace to step back and just be their parent again, instead of being their full-time digital warden. When the app handles the time limits and the location checks, you get to go back to asking them about their day, about their friends, about their dreams. You get to reconnect. What is the one screen time rule or boundary that actually works in your home? Is it the bedtime lock, the app limits, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments below, because I read every single one and I know your experience could be the exact thing another struggling parent needs to read today. Remember, you do not have to be perfect at this. You just have to be present. The tools are here to help you, but your connection with your child is what will truly guide them through the digital age. Take a deep breath, open the app, set that first boundary, and trust yourself. You have got this.